If you're like me when I was in my mid-20s and you never really saved money before, barely making rent payments every month, you've never even tried to save money, I have a rule for you that helped me in that situation. It's called the $20 rule. I invented it. Well, my dad invented it, but I named it. It's a very simple rule that seems obvious, but for some reason, it was like magic to me. Now, before I explain it, disclaimer time. I'm not a money guru. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm kind of an idiot, but I'm just gonna tell you what I did that worked for me. Everyone's situation is different monies for different honeys. There's a lot of things that you're gonna say that be like, yeah, but what about? And I can't do anything about that. I can just tell you what I did and what worked for me. When I talk about this, I'm picturing my past self. In fact, I have a time machine and I just brought him back from the past to talk to him for research for this video.
So they're making new Star Wars all the time now and everyone's mad about it?
Yeah.
Future sucks.
And the $20 rule is not for making you rich. It's not about maximizing every dollar, making your money work for you. It's about creating a savings habit, starting in the easiest way possible. So this might not work for you. You might have bigger problems, major debt that I can't help you solve. But I'm just trying to help you here, okay? Okay, here's the extremely simple explanation. Open a brand new savings account. Every time you get paid, put $20 into that account. That's it. That's it. Guess we're done here.
Oh, wait.
The more helpful and longer explanation. Open a new savings account. Ideally an online account because then you can do it right now and you don't have to go out into the real scary world with real people. Ugh. Ideally it's a brand new account. Start at zero. Ideally it's a high interest account because mo money's mo money, but that's not what's important here. Don't break your neck trying to find the perfect account. Also remember, mo money, mo problems. That doesn't really apply here. I like to talk. Ideally, you give it an awesome name, like The Vault, or the My Life Fund, or Wheezy told me to make this account. I don't know how long you can name it, but one of those would be cool. Then choose a threshold payment, the amount of money you get in your paycheck or your shift at the restaurant. Once you get over that, like $100, $500, $1,000, $1 million, put $20 into the account. Probably not $1 million. Once you're getting $1 million, why are you listening to me? And don't automate it. Manually put that $20 in there. You gotta experience it. And then do it again. And again. And again. And again. That's 20 plus 4 agains. That's $100. Wow! There you go. That is a lot of money for a 5-year-old. But we're experimenting here. What we're doing here is creating a habit. Getting used to having a pile of money that you're not using. Figuring out how much you can put in there and still lead the same life. Still make your minimum payments, your rent payments, your bill payments, debt payments, the occasional Cheeto. I don't think they come in ones though. You probably have to buy a whole bag, which is annoying. And if you're like, too much, I need the money. No risk. This is your savings account. You can take the money out anytime. And if you discover you consistently don't need the $20, try bumping it up to 30, 40, 50, $1 million. Again, if you're dealing with millions, forget it. If you do this consistently, pretty soon, you are going to have a pile of money that they call, Gary? Savings. Some of you already have a lot of savings and you're like, no shirt. Leave me alone. You can, I'm not talking to you. You can click off anytime. And I'm glad you have that savings. Maybe use some of that money to take some etiquette classes to stop being such a jerk. But I know some of you don't have savings and I know that for some of you this will help because it helped me. The story of an irresponsible idiot. So my experience was I was waiting tables in downtown Chicago, barely making rent every month. I had zero savings, I had student loan debt. Thankfully, I was sad and alone. I didn't have a wife and child, but still I would struggle to make rent and I'd have to pick up extra shifts. But then one day, my dad told me on the phone, every time you have a good money-making shift, put $20 in your account. But I mean, he was probably also thinking, good Lord, this kid's an idiot. Can you put a 26-year-old up for adoption? You can't. And so that's what I did. Every time I had a shift where I made more than $100, I put $20 in. Now that's more than I was telling you. I was telling you every time you get paid, which might just be a paycheck every couple weeks. But I did it anyway, and a funny thing happened. Nothing. My life didn't change at all. I didn't even really notice. Looking back, maybe I was picking up extra shifts as rent was approaching, and I didn't even notice because I was always picking up extra shifts, this time just a little more. But maybe more likely is that the way I was living my life, I was just looking at the amount of money I had in that one account and adjusting my lifestyle accordingly. I was like, oh, I have this much, I'll do this. I just subconsciously, not even realizing it, just intuiting my behavior based on the number. So since that number was dictating my behavior, why not just make it a little lower? And I did, and I didn't even notice. Regardless, I was putting away a lot of money, $20 every shift. And then some days I was bumping it up to $50. I was addicted. Eventually, and it didn't take that long, I saved up over $2,000 and I bought a MacBook so that I could edit Final Cut Pro, because that's what I knew, because that's what I learned in college. And I was able to do it without going in debt. And since I was already used to saving this little bit on the reg, I was confident I could bring the money right back up. And I did. And then I used that laptop to start making videos, and here we are today! I have a spinny chair. My dream. And I realize this sounds like, yeah, so you're just saving money. Good advice, idiot. And yes, that is what it is, but it worked. Why the $20 rule works. It's simple. It's low commitment. It's a very specific routine, specific numbers that you can watch grow. It separates the money out of the mix of debt and spending and the other accounts you have. It's a routine that's easy to remember. You don't have to schedule it. You just roll with the punches. And eventually it's a habit, and it would feel weird to not put money in, as long as you find the right threshold, which allows you to be able to do it. 2, it quickly shows you what savings feels like. If you're not used to having savings, once you have a little bit of savings, this little pocket of money feels like a superpower. It's like this pile of cash just floating in a cloud above you. It's like your shield against the world. Shield's the wrong metaphor for a cloud above you. Let's say drone laser. 3, it gamifies the experience. If you start at 0 with a new account, you can watch the numbers go up. Like points in Super Mario Brothers. Sorry, I'm 43 years old. Like points in Fortnite? And for me, seeing the number go up was really motivating, and I really didn't want to see the number go down. But if it did go down occasionally, oh well. It's just a game. You can bring it back up later. Don't get mad if you have to take money back out. Life happens. Just get in that habit. But if I didn't make this separate account to watch the money go up, it's all just mixed together in this one or multiple accounts of money and spending and earning and debt and this broth that it just feels gross and you don't feel like you're making any progress. 3, 0 risk. You're just putting money in an account. You're not putting it in a retirement account where you get penalties if you take it out. You're not investing in stocks or properties. You still have liquid cash that you can just take whenever you need it. It's dipping your toe in financial. I already hate where I'm going with this. Never mind. 4, it creates confidence. Once you are in the habit, you have the confidence to know that you can always build a savings. And then if you have enough confidence and you build enough money to have a good emergency fund, they say have 3 to 6 months of income in an emergency fund or whatever you think, then you have the confidence to invest in yourself like I did with a laptop. I did that probably before I had an emergency fund, which wasn't a good idea. I was an idiot. Okay, now the general finance advice. Personally, I think this is the order of things. Get in the habit of having savings while you can still pay your bills and minimum debt payments and whatnot. If you're paying for whatnot, I would stop right away. You don't need to pay for that. Keep going until you have a good emergency fund, income of 3 to 6 months or blah, blah, blah. And then worry about the more complicated financial stuff that they all talk about. To me, that's what works. A little bit more complicated stuff like the 50-30-20 rule. Put 50% of your money towards needs, 30% towards wants, 20% towards savings. The debt snowball, where you pay off the smallest debt first so that you feel a win, so that you motivate yourself to keep going, or the debt avalanche, where you pay off the highest interest debt first, and then the next, which all mathematically makes a lot of sense. I think mentally, not so great. Also, emergencies happen where you need money now. You gotta have some money to pay for that. For me, the best thing mentally is to get that habit of saving and having that pile of that floating laser drone of money above you. So that's it, the $20 rule. And there's another thing you can do, which is go through all your finances and actually make a good budget. And there's someone that can help you with that. Today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help. Rocket Money is the personal finance app that helps you cancel your subscriptions, lower your bills, and manage your money better. I really use Rocket Money, and I like it a lot. When I first signed up, they saved me $200 a month because I didn't cancel some things that I thought I did but forgot, and they negotiated down some other subscriptions to a cheaper rate without me having to do anything. I love not having to do stuff. It's why I wear a diaper. Just kidding. I wear an adult diaper. And I've since gone in and made the most detailed, meticulous budget I have ever made because Rocket Money made it so easy. You can automatically monitor your spending by category and get notified when you hit your limits. and it's really helping. The peace of mind knowing that you're tracking your spending, it's my kind of peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like a piece of pizza. Pie. Apple pie. What's your favorite pie? Sorry. Rocket Money has helped save its customers over $700 million a year with over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. Not like canceling the subscription to Rocket Money, like subscriptions to things they didn't need or want. To save more and spend less, join the over 500 million members using Rocket Money today. Even Gary and Paul and Susan and Seamus. There's probably a Seamus in there. Go to rocketmoney.com/WheezyWaiter or click the link in the description to get started for free. You can also unlock even more features with premium. That's rocketmoney.com/WheezyWaiter to get started for free. I hope this video helped you like it helped me. That's right. Past Craig came here, watched this video. That's how I was able to do it. In fact, I'm going to let Past Craig finish the video. Hey guys, sorry, my voice cracks sometimes. I'm nervous. These cameras are amazing. It feels weird to be pointing a camera at myself though. Feels narcissistic, doesn't it? Anyway, so he told me to tell you my previous video was yoga before bed. What? I do yoga now? Lame. Second channel is doing long unedited workouts. I've done 3 of them so far, apparently. Working out. I have a Patreon page where you can support me. What am I, like a charity? And you can subscribe. Do I have a magazine? I'm supposed to wink? Maybe I should cut my hair.
Never cut your hair.
Okay.